students. Warmly welcome to Others Educational Institutions. It's my pleasure welcome you all to the online class. So today we discuss the applications, reflection of sounds and then Doppler effects. So first one, the applications reflection of sounds are classified into three types. One is the three applications. One is the soundboard, ear trumpet, and megaphones. So the soundboard, these are basically curved surface, that means a concave surface, which are used in auditoria and halls to improve the quality of sounds. This board is placed such that the speaker is at the focus of the concave surface. The sound of the speaker is reflected towards the audience, thus improving the quality of sound here by the audience. So if you see the auditorium, for example, if you see the one of the programs, audition programs as well as singing programs, if you see the speakers, it will be concave surface if it appears in a concave surface because of the sound quality, improve the sound quality. That's why the soundboards are present in a concave surface, that means a curved surface. And then ear trumpet is hearing aids which is useful to by people who have difficulty in hearing. In this device, one end is wide and the other end is narrow. The sound from the source fall into the wide end and are reflected by its walls into the narrow part of the device. This helps in concentrating the sound, and the sound enters the eardrum with more intensity. This enables persons hear the sound better. The next one is megaphone. A megaphone is the horn-shaped device. It is used to address a small gathering of peoples. Its one end is wide and the other end is narrow. When a person speaks in the narrow end, the sound of his speech is concentrated by the multiple reflection of the from the wall of the tube. Thus, his voice can be heard loudly over a long distance. Doppler effect. The Doppler means whenever there is a relative motion between a source and listener, the frequency of a sound heard by the listener is different from the original frequency of the sound emitted by the source. This is known as a Doppler effect. For example, the source, they can be produced the source, that means one is a sound can be produced, that means a source, and another one here the some persons are as well as whatever. So here the sounds, that means the listener. If you listen the sounds, that means the listener. The sound can be produced, that means that the idea is called as a source. So the source and listeners, the frequency sound heard by the listeners, because of listeners move from towards or away from the source, that means the sound. So the frequency that can be changed by the listeners moves or forward or backwards. So this means the Doppler effect. The whistle of a fast moving train appears to increase in pitch as it approaches a stationary listener, and it is appear to decrease as the train moves away from the listener. This apparent changes in frequency was first observed by explained by Christian Doppler. The Doppler effect is introduced by Christian Doppler in 1803 to 1853. So he is an Austrian mathematician and also physicist. He observed that the frequency of the sound as received by a listener is different from the original frequency produced by the source whenever there is a relative motion between the source and listener. The relative motion could be due to various possibilities, as one is the listener move towards or away from the stationary source, and the next one is the source moves towards or away from the stationary listener, and the next one, both source and listener moves towards or away from one another, and then the medium moves when both source and listener are at rest. So the good possibilities are the listeners moves towards or away from the stationary sources, and second one is the source moves towards and away from the stationary listener, and third one, both source and listener moves towards or away from one another, and medium moves when both source and listener are at rest. For simplicity of calculation, is assumed that the medium is at rest. That is, the velocity of medium is 0. If it is, the medium is rest, the velocity of medium is 0. Let S, that means S is the source and L means for listener. Be the source and listener moving the velocity of sound, source, and then velocity of listener respectively. Consider the case of source. Consider the case of source and listener moving towards each other. As the distance between them decreases, the apparent frequency will be more than the actual source frequency. The apparent frequency will more than the actual frequency. So let n and n dash, that means the frequency of the sound produced by the source and the sound absorbed by the listener respectively. Then the expression of us for the apparent frequency is n dash is equal to velocity plus velocity of listener divided by velocity minus velocity of source into n. Here v is the velocity of sound waves is given the medium, and let us consider the different possibilities of motions of the source and listener. In all such cases, the expression of the apparent frequency, that means n dash frequency in Doppler effect. So there are the 8 apparent frequencies. There are 8 positions of source and listeners. Case 1, the 8 cases are there. First case 1, both source and listener moves. They move towards each other. They come closer. When a source and listener comes closer, that means towards each other. So distance between source and listeners decreases. So both source and listeners comes closer. So comes closer, it means the distance between the source and listener is decreases. The apparent frequency is more than the actual frequency. The apparent force is more than the frequency is more than actual frequency. So how could you write the formulas? When n dash is equal to velocity into velocity of medium plus velocity of listener divided by velocity sound waves, that means the medium, velocity of sound waves in medium minus velocity of source into n. So how could you write this plus or minus symbols? I could to speak a simple method to identify the sign. So plus or minus. So when a listener comes towards the source, that means a positive sign. The listeners comes closer to the source, that means towards the source, that means a plus. When a listener away from the source, it moves away from the source, that means a negative sign. As well as same as similar changes, when a source comes closer to the listener, that means towards the listener, that means a negative sign. As for example, the next one, when a source move away from the listeners, that means a positive sign. In a second case, both source and listeners move, they can move away from each other. When a source and listeners moves away from, so opposite direction, he moved that opposite direction. So when a distance of source and listeners, it will be increases. The apparent frequency is less than actual frequency. So the apparent frequency is less than the actual frequency. So when is opposite to the case 1. When a velocity of source and velocity of listener becomes opposite than the case 1. So n dash is equal to V minus VL, because of when listeners moves away from the source. So VL minus VL divided by V plus when the source is away from the listener, so positive. So plus V S into N. And the next one, case 3. When both source and listeners move, how to move? Then move one behind the other. So they can be, first one, when a source follows the listener, so the listener will move away from, if you move away and the source, they can be follow to the listener. So when a source follows the listener, so the apparent frequency depends on the velocity of source and then listener. The apparent frequency of the velocity of source and then listener. So Vs, that means the velocity of source becomes opposite to the case 2. So when a n dash is equal to n minus vl, so it moves away. So when a listener moves away, so minus sign, as well as when a source is also following the listener, so minus sign. So v minus vs into n. And then case 4, when a both source and listener move, so in the opposite to the case 3, they move one behind to other, the listener follows the source. The case 3, the source follows the listener. Here the case 4, the listener follows the source. So the apparent frequency depends on the velocity of source and the velocity of source and then listener. So the vs and then vl becomes opposite to the case 3. So n dash is equal to, so the listeners comes closer to the source, that's why plus. So v plus vl divided by v plus vs. So when a source away from the listener, so moves away from, so that's why vs into n. And then case 5, source at rest, the listener moves towards the source. When a source at rest, that means already told the medium is at rest, the velocity of medium is also 0. So when a source at rest, that means 0, and the listener moves towards the source, so it gets a positive sign. So distance between the source and listener decreases. The distance between source and listener decreases. Their apparent frequency is more than the actual frequency. When a vs is equal to 0 in a case, that means in case 1. So when n dash is equal to v plus vl listener divided by v into n, the formula expression for apparent frequency. And the next one is in opposite to the case 2, 5. So when a source at rest, the listener moves away from the source. When a listener moves away from the source, so when a distance of the source and listener increases, it will be moves away. So that's why the distance between the source and listener increases. The apparent frequency is less than actual frequency. The apparent frequency is less than actual frequency. So when a vs is equal to 0 in a case 2, that means case 2 away from that. So n dash is equal to v minus vl divided by v into n. And then case 7, opposite to the fifth case 1. So because of when a source at rest in case 5, but here case 7, listener at rest, when a source moves towards the listener. The case 5, listener moves towards the source, but here when a case 7, source moves towards the listener. So distance between source and listener decreases. The apparent frequency is more than the actual frequency. When velocity of listener is 0 in a case 1. So even n dash is equal to v divided by v minus vs, because of when a source moves towards the listener. So that's why v minus vs into n. And the next one, case 8, when a listener at rest, source moves away from the listener. Source moves away from the listener. So when a distance between source and listener increases, so an apparent frequency is less than actual frequency. VL is equal to 0, and then n dash is equal to v divided by v plus s into n. So this is the 8 cases in expression for apparent frequency due to Doppler effect. And the next ones, we see the conditions for no Doppler effects. So the conditions for no Doppler effect in a condition, some of the 4 conditions are applicable for no Doppler effects. Under the following circumstance, there will be a no Doppler effect, and then apparent frequency is heard by the listener will be same as the source frequency. First one, when a source and listeners both at rest. When a source and listener both at rest. And then second one, when a source and listener moves in such a way that distance between remains constant. That means the source and listener moves away from the. So for example, when a source and listeners moves and source, they can be follows. So the distance between the remains constant. So that's why no Doppler effect in these conditions. When a sources and listeners such a way, the distance between the remains constant. When a source and listeners moving in a mutually perpendicular distance. When a source and listeners are moving in a mutually perpendicular directions. And then if the source is situated at a center, when a source is situated at a center of the circle along which listener is moving, These are the four conditions, no Doppler effect. And the next one is the applications of Doppler effect. They given a four applications. One is to measure the speed of an automobile, and the next one is a tracking satellite, and third one is a radar. That means a radio detection and ranging. Radar means radio detection and ranging. So and then sonar. Sonar means sound, navigation, and rangings. So these are the applications of Doppler effect. So first one, to measure the speed of an automobile. An electromagnetic wave is emitted a source attached by a police cars. The wave is reflected by a moving vehicles which act as a moving source. There is a shift in the frequency of the reflected wave. From the frequency shift, the speed of the car can be determined. This helps to track the over speeding vehicles. So if you to check the over speeding vehicles in a cars or bikes, so that means to measure the speed of an automobiles. And the next one is the tracking satellites. The frequency of radio waves emitted by a satellite decreases as the satellite passes away. So when a frequency of radio wave emitted by a satellite decreases as the satellite passes away. When the satellite is passes away from the frequency, it will be decreases. The frequency is decreases. When the frequency increases, the satellite comes closer. The frequency it will be increases from the earth. By measuring the change in the frequency of the radio wave, the location of the satellite is studied. That means studied. The location of the satellite is studied. So we tracking the satellite. That means that we tracking the satellite. The frequency is decreases. The satellite it will be move away from the earth. So that's why we have to study the how the distance can be traveled, or how the satellite situated in distance, to calculate the distance between the earth and then satellite. Next one is the radar. In a radar, radio waves are sent and then reflect wave are detected by the receiver of the radar station. So the radio waves are sent and then reflected waves are detected by the receiver of the radar stations. From the frequency changes, the speed and location of the aeroplanes and aircrafts are tracked. So if it will be to locate the aeroplanes and the aircraft are tracked, so it will be using the radar to detect the aeroplanes and then aircrafts, and also to track the birds such as, so in aeroplanes and then aircrafts to track the particle in a air or in the skies. So and the next one is a sonar. Sonar is by measuring the change in the frequency between sent signals and then received signals. So the speed of marine animals and then submarine can be determined. So when a send signals and received signals, if you calculate the speed of a marine animals, so how could be speed travel the speed of a marine or submarine animals can be determined. So how could be is a large or small can be determined. Thanks students, thanks for watching these videos.